Welcome back, my dear friends and my dear students. Let's look at certain very important points or certain very important pieces of information related to Matthew Arnold, one among the greatest poets as well as critics from Victorian age. Victorian age, you know that, begins with the crowning of Queen Victoria in 1837 and ends with her death in 1901. And with her death, a new era begins, that is modern world, that is 20th century. So now let's look at these very important points related to this great poet who is also known as a pessimist. Why? Because if we go through his poems, we'll find that this poet is almost all the time mourning particularly over the loss of tradition, culture, civilization, all because of the arrival or the rapid progress or all because of the rapid industrialization and urbanization. So let's look at these important points. First, birth. He was born on 25th December 1822. Remember, 25th December, very important, means born on Christmas 1822 in the valley of Thames. This is Thames, not Thames, just a famous river of England. He died on 15th April 1888 because of a heart failure while he was trying to catch a cab or a tram. Next important point, father Dr. Thomas Arnold, famous headmaster of Rugby Chapel. So Dr. Thomas Arnold, father of this great poet, and on the death of his own father Matthew Arnold, wrote the masterpiece of his own life, that is Rugby Chapel. That is an elegy mourning the death of his own dad, his father. Under the guidance of this person, his father, he grew, getting the basic education from the school. He was the headmaster. Next, mother Mary Penrose. Spouse is a common noun that means a husband or wife. So here stands for wife. Frances Lucy Whiteman. They married in 1851. Remember that. But before marrying, it is said that Matthew Arnold was once on a visit to Switzerland, and there he met a Swiss just a girl named Margaret, and both of them fell in love. And it is said that their love was the result of Arnold's poem Margaret continued. Next, this is very important. Remember that many time questions related to this have been asked in the competitive examination like PGT, like Arthur Hugh Clarke. His friend died at the age of 42 in 1861 in Florence, Italy. So Arthur Hugh Clarke He was the best friend of Matthew Arnold, but all of a sudden, because of a certain disease, maybe because of some fever or something, this great person died at the age of 42 in 1861 in Florence, Italy, and the death of this person shocked Matthew Arnold just as the death of Arthur Henry Helm shocked, or you can say that shattered, Tennyson, Alfred Lord Tennyson. In the same manner, the death of this person shocked and shattered him, and the result was that he wrote Theresis. Next, his works, his great works, Sohrab and Rustam, 1853. Sohrab and Rustam was written and published in 1853. This is written in 892 blank verse lines. Blank verse, you know that. A line of a poem written in iambic pentameter without a fixed rhyme scheme is called blank verse. Why it is called blank? Why? Because it does not have rhyme. That's why it is called blank verse. So Sohrab and Rustam, this Apelian, you can say that, a small epic or a mini epic, was written in 1853, written in 892 blank verse lines. The source of this poem is just Shahnama by Firdausi. It's written here, you see this. Sohrab and Rustam, 1853, 892 blank verse lines taken from Firdausi, Firdausi name of the author who wrote Shahnama, and this work, Shahnama, became the source for Matthew Arnold's Sohrab and Rustam. This grand story of father and son, in which accidentally son Rustam is killed at the hand of his own father Sohrab. Next, very important work, Balder Dead, 1855. This is 55. Remember, based on Norse's mythology and narrates the story of murder of Dion's son Balder. Next very important work on translating Homer, 1861. Strayed Raveller and other poems, 1849. Remember, this is the first collection of poems from Matthew Arnold. Remember that. Essays in Criticism, 1865-1888, means in between 1865-88 he wrote this, Essays in Criticism. The Study of Celtic Literature, 1867. This work is very important, Culture and Anarchy, 1869 he wrote it. St. Paul and Protestantism, 1870. Literature and Dogma, 1873. The Scholar Gypsy, remember that very important work written in 1853, 25 stanzas, 10 lines each. Then Theresis, 1865, 24 stanzas. So remember that these two works are great, very important, from Matthew Arnold. First, The Scholar Gypsy. He wrote in the year 1853. Remember that. He wrote The Scholar Gypsy in 1853. There are 25 stanzas in this poem, and each stanza just has 10 lines, whereas theresis, theresis, you can say just theresis was actually you can say that a cowboy, or you can say that just a shepherd. Just I took time to recollect. Shepherd. He is a shepherd. Theresis is a shepherd. And both of and theresis is written in 24 stanzas, 10 line each. And second very important thing related to theresis and related to the scholar Gypsy, both of these poems are put in the category of pastoral elegy, P-A-S-T-R-O-A-L, pastoral elegy. Pastoral word comes from pasture, P-A-S-T-U-R-E, pasture, related to grassland and shepherds. So these two poems are very important. Often lines straightway are asked from this poem. So these poems are very, very important. Apart from these poems, we have to bear in mind some of his small poems like Shakespeare, a sonnet, then Dover Beach, very important, then Margaret, continued, and one more just drama, Merope, and some other very important poems that I'll cover one by one. So I hope these points will definitely help you develop your understanding about this great poet. Why? Because I'm just going to cover his certain very important works like Margaret Continued, or the continuation of Dover Beach, then Dover Beach. Then I have we have Shakespeare, just paying a tribute to the all-time great Shakespeare. Then there is Scholar Gypsy, Rugby Chapel, then his critical works like Culture and Anarchy, like Essays in Criticism, then his great Epilogue like Sohrab and Rustum, Balder Dead, so on and so forth. So that's it in this video. Bye bye.